everyone, it's Mary Beth from MBGray Designs. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very special project for you, but I've got 3 molds that I want to show you that I just got from Glitz and Glitter by Michelle. I love her molds, so I highly recommend her molds. I always have her eBay store listed in my description box. That's where I get the Resin Restore also, which I cannot wait for her to get back in stock because I'm in desperate need. Anyway, so I'm going to show you the 3 molds I got, and then we'll talk about the one we're going to do. And if we can do more than one in this video, we will, but for sure there's one we're going to do. So this first one, oh my gosh, I fell in love with this one. I've seen her do it a couple times on her channel. It's a cross, and it says, it has a scripture on here. It says, "Fear not, for I am with you." And I believe it's Isaiah 41:10, I think. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. It's hard to read it backwards, upside down, you know. Anyway, it has the hands here and has some scroll work up here and at the bottom. And it kind of looks like, I don't want to touch it with my bare hands, but it kind of looks like concrete, stone, something like that, you know. So it's very, very beautiful, and I'm really looking forward to making this cross. So there's that one. Let me just get that one out of the way. And then we also have this one, which I saw Beth from Resin Mess Express do this quite a while ago. It's absolutely gorgeous. And let me hold it up a little bit closer. I know it's probably hard to see, but there's an angel right here. There's something in the mold. I'll get that later. There's an angel and her little hands out stretching, and there's children right here. It looks like a little girl and a little boy, like she's over the children protecting them. Just a beautiful piece. So I'm also looking forward to molding that as well. And then the final one, let me set this down because I don't want to set it on my silicone mat. The final one is this one, and it's like a memorial piece. It says, "Always on my mind, forever in my heart." And it has some flowers. It has a cross. And I can't remember. I don't know if it's angel wings or what it is exactly. But I would like to make this mold in honor of my father, who passed away. Whoa, this is going to be harder than I thought to talk about this. I lost my dad last year in 2025. And with Father's Day approaching, I thought that it would be really nice to make this and maybe put it at his grave site. I didn't realize how hard it was going to be to talk about this. Wow. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I am human. I am human. So bear with me. We'll get through it. Anyway, so I'm really excited to make this piece. So what I've decided to do, I'm not going to paint. I do think it would be a good idea to paint. There's a little cross in here and the flowers and stuff. But what I'm going to do is pour it, and afterwards we'll paint it up with markers and decorate it up, and I can always spray seal it, which I probably will if I'm going to bring it up to the gravesite. So I'm going to marble, and we're going to see how that looks. I hope it looks okay. Worst case scenario, we can always pour it again, right? I mean, you just got to try. But I want to try Golden Opal by Dianka Pours, which is, I've seen people use it. It's very pretty. I've never used it myself. So new color to me. And then I really love Haley's Comet, also by Dianka Pours. So I think these two together might look pretty. I'm hoping. So that is the plan. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get my table cleaned off. That's one thing we're going to do. But we're going to start mixing up some resin. Today now, I have to say this. Today we're going to be using the Let's resin, okay? The Epoxy 1-to-1, which I use almost on every video. And I'll probably be using my large mixer. However, there's going to be a video upcoming. I already did a video where Bond Crafter sent me like their fast cure. I'm loving their mica powders. They sent me a bunch of UV, which we'll try. I need to do a video on the UV too. There's so many videos and only so much time. But they just sent me, you guys, they sent me a bubble remover. You know the struggle I was having with bubble removers. So we're going to try out that soon on a video. I'm going to dedicate a video to them. And they also, they sent me the bubble remover and their regular 1-to-1 epoxy, more fast cure. They sent me all kinds of stuff. And then yesterday I got a big box of all kinds of more stuff from Bond Crafter. Their deep pour, their eco pour, their some not the squishy, what is it called? It's we'll have to go through it when I do the video. So that's upcoming. But you know, Bond Crafter's been very generous, and I'm just a small channel and they're willing to support my channel. They provide me a discount code for my followers, which I think is great because anything, this is an expensive hobby. So anything to allow all of us to save a little bit of money is absolutely fantastic. On the other hand, Let's Resin, I've tried to reach out to them. They have not provided me even with a discount code for my followers, which is kind of like, why? I don't understand that. I do promote Let's Resin. I love their resin. I'm not bashing their resin. I'm not anything like that. It's just interesting how, you know, some companies are really willing to work with smaller channels and some I guess are not, you know, and hey, that's their business, their marketing model. You know, it just is what it is. I will say another company that's been great to work with and has, there's going to be a dedicated video coming up for them too, is Resiners. They actually sent me their Pure Light air filter, and I have their normal one. I've had it for a while, so we're going to try that one out too. So I just wanted to call that out because guess what? This is my channel. I own this channel, and I'm going to be very transparent and upfront with all my followers because I can and I want to be, and that's just how I am. So I love Let's Resin's resin, but I've never tried the Bond Crafter regular 1-to-1. I tried their Fast Cure and I loved their Fast Cure. So upcoming video, we will try that, and I'm excited to try that. But today, we're going to be using the Let's Resin 1-to-1. I'm off my soapbox. We're going to get the resin going, and we'll be back to dissolve our mica powders. Okay, we are mixing up our resin. You guys, I have no idea how much resin to make. I made 18 ounces. It could be way too much, or it could be not enough. But you know what? We'll deal with it. We'll either have a lot of left extras, or we'll have to mix it more. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So I am just putting some mica powder. I'm going to do 4.5 ounces in each one of these cups. That should be 18 ounces. So we'll have 9 ounces of each color. That is what we're doing. So I just take the mica powder and we're going to put, I got to keep mixing it. We're going to put some in each cup. Look at this Haley's Comet. So pretty. I really hope this looks good. I think it will together with the Golden Opal. How could it not? Put some in this cup. I have a problem. I have another, oh gosh, I hope none got in my other cup. I have another order coming in, I think this week from Dianka Pours. It's getting out of control, but oh, I love her mica powder. I can't help it. I think I actually, after I get this order, I may have close to all of them. I know that's crazy, but I'm keeping track on, she gives you like a little card. And by the way, I'm just adding a little bit of 99.9% alcohol to dissolve my mica powder. That's all I'm doing. That way when we add our resin, you won't have any unmixed mica powder in your resin. You don't have to do it this way. That's not a must or anything, but it's just a good little tip. Anyway, she gives you this card to kind of keep track. You can kind of check off which ones you already have. So I'll have to show that to you next time when I get my order, and I'll show you the colors. And then I just take it and mix it around and just make sure it's all dissolved down in there real good. And that's all I do. And then we're ready. So what I'm going to do is pour 4.5 ounces in each one of these cups and then get it through the bubble remover, and then we'll be back to pour. Okay, our resin has been through the bubble remover 2 cycles. So that was 20 minutes plus about 5 minutes mixing, drill down. It's been close to 30 minutes. It's starting to get warm. What I think I would like to do is a dirty pour. So let's do this. So I've only done it one other time on a very recent video. Thanks to my sweet subscriber. You know who you are. Okay. So I'm going to just tilt my cup. You can see I put a little bit of the Golden Opal, which by the way, is that not, I think that's what it's called. That is so pretty. And the Haley's Comet, which I absolutely love. Right there. And I'm just going to layer, I have my cup tilted this is, I've only watched people do it, and I did it the one time, and it seemed to work out nicely. So this is what we're going for. And also one of my really sweet subscribers, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. She was commenting to me about how she does a lot of dirty pours, and she also does acrylic paint pours, which I find those videos fascinating. Like, I could just watch them, you know what I mean? Like, they're just so cool to watch. All right, we're getting there. Put a little bit, let me set this cup aside so it's out of the way. And we'll put a little bit of the golden opal on the top. And we are ready. I am making quite the mess over here. Let me get this wiped up. Oh, my cups are leaking. I'll get that in a moment. It's okay. We can make messes. Let's see if I can actually move my mold over. And we are gonna spray it some 99.9% alcohol. Just kind of make sure like it's in the cross, and those flowers. All right, are we ready? Let's just go for it. Oh my gosh. These colors look so pretty. Okay, looking good. All right, let's load up some more. Sorry if I'm off camera. I'm trying to just get this poured. I've got drips of resin everywhere. That's okay. So who's guessing if we made enough? We don't know. I really hope so. Let's stop here and see where we're at. All right, I gotta move it to my right hand. And here we go. Oh, so pretty. You know, this whole time mixing up this resin, I was debating, should this be in one color? This just, you know, what's on the mold and everything. So I'm really hoping it's going to turn out. I think at this point I can just pour, because we're not touching the silicone, you know. I can just pour out. Let me get my spatula. It looks like I'm probably going to have to mix up some more. We'll see. So what did I do? 18 ounces? Actually, I have another ounce of clear because it wouldn't fit in my cup, because I did 4.5 ounces in each cup, and that's all I can put through the bubble remover in a cup, otherwise it'll bubble over. And even though I mixed up 18, it was actually 19 ounces that I mixed up. All right, so that one, let me get, I didn't scrape out my cup that we used for the dirty pour. So we'll get that scraped out. You know, after my dad passed away is when I forgot I have this one, is when I started doing resin. He would have loved this, you know, just the different things I'm making and everything. He would have loved it. But what happened was my dad got sick. So I had a YouTube channel. I've had this YouTube channel for quite a while. And I've done a lot of DIY videos. I love doing DIYs, all kinds of DIY. I like to do a lot of things. Anyway, my dad got sick, and I had to stop filming, and I just it was just too much going on. Family, you know, family always comes first, that sort of thing. Anyway, and then my dad passed, and it was just a really, really hard time, you know. And I don't know, I started watching some resin videos and I got super inspired, and it really helped my depression, you guys. It just, being creative, I think art therapy is for real a thing. Like we know it is. Like it really helps, you know. And so, yeah, so it was shortly after, you know, my dad passed, I kind of got it together, and that's when I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try this resin thing. And honestly, the first thing I tried was eco resin, because I was kind of afraid of the epoxy because I didn't know, I didn't know or whatever. So I started pouring eco stuff. I wasn't filming at the time. I was just goofing around. And then I started goofing around with UV resin. And then I started epoxy, and I'm like, you know what? I want to start my channel back up again. And it's been great. It's been such a great experience for me. I enjoy it so much. I love this community. Everyone has been so welcoming and just wonderful. And so thank you all so much. But that's kind of my story of how I got back into YouTube and how I got into resin in the first place. And it's really was helpful. You know what? Do you think I could pour an ounce of clear in? I don't think it's going to really, I don't know. Let's see what happens. I don't think it'll make that big of a, I mean, maybe we'll get a little crackle or something. I don't know. Let's see. So we have 19 ounces. And we were getting there, but I definitely need to make up some more. And I will do that off camera. I'll make both the golden opal and the Haley's Comet. I don't know how much yet. I'll have to kind of take a look at it and see what I think. And yeah, and then we'll just let this cure up, and then we'll be back for demold. Okay, we're ready for demold. It's still warm, but we're gonna go ahead and demold it. I'm excited. I put some gloves on because it is a handmade mold. Uh-oh. Can I get it? I got to pull it closed for a second. Why is this not? Okay, there. I couldn't break the seal. That was weird. I'm sorry, you guys. I have to pull it close to get it going. Give me a minute. I'm so excited to see this piece. This one's kind of tough to get out. I'm not going to lie. Wow. I may have to get help from Mr. Gray on this one. Huh. I'm having a hard time. I can't get it. Let me get these out of the way. Okay, maybe now. Okay, I think I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Yay. Okay. Oh, no. That part wasn't... Oh, you guys, that tip is not cured. Oh, that's a problem. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. That has never happened to me before. Oh, no. Wow, it was way up in this top section. Oh, no. Well, I got to pull it out now. Darn. Let's see. Oh, gosh, I'm nervous. I hope I didn't ruin this piece. Okay, there it is. Let me check the inside of the mold. Yeah, I got some, not much, but a little bit of resin. So this side, oh, it's so pretty. This side's a little goofy. Not goofy, but it's not that noticeable, actually. I think we're okay. I'm just kind of pushing it back to how it should be. Okay, and we're going to just leave it. But it is really pretty. What do you think? There's the cross. I don't want to touch it too much. I should have waited a little longer. Oh, I think it looks really good. I do like the colors together. The gold and the golden opal and the Haley's Comet. Always on my mind, forever in my heart. We'll make sure and kind of highlight that. And we'll paint up these beautiful flowers. See, I can see where the leaves are now and stuff. Now I'll know. So next time if I want to do mica powder first, and I'll probably do something with the cross. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, it's not going to be perfect on this side. It's okay. I do need to, I'm going to let it cure. It's just a very little bit is dripped inside. So we're just going to let that cure so I can get it out later. I'm not going to worry about that right this minute. But oh, it looks so pretty. Okay, we're going to let this sit. So I won't be able to work on it until tomorrow. It's late anyways. So, but I will finish it up and then we'll be back for the final reveal. Okay, we are back for the final reveal. So I think it turned out beautiful. I hope you guys like it too. So what we did is I took some of my liquid gilding in, I think it was called Rich Gold or maybe English Gold. I can't remember. One of the gold ones. And I'll just hold up a little bit closer. And where it says always on my mind, forever in my heart, I just painted that in. And then I used some of my metallic acrylic paint markers and I painted up the flowers and the leaves. I put some rhinestones in these flowers and then, oh, and I used a gold marker pen on the cross, put a rhinestone there. And then I decided to put a rhinestone and a gold rhinestone in every one of the tips of each little angel or feather of the wings. And I think it turned out beautiful and they kind of go down the side as well on both sides. Yeah, I like it. I think it turned out really nice. I'm debating, of course, I did have to sand the back a little bit. No problem there. And it stands up. I know it's hard for you to see, but it does stand up really nicely. So, you know, I might keep it and just in memory of my dad, keep it at my house. I haven't decided yet because I just don't know if it's something that could handle the elements. You know what I mean? So, because at first I was like, you know, I could put it at his gravesite, you know, but I'll figure that out. Anyway, I think it turned out beautiful. I hope that you like it. I hope it inspired you in some way. Yeah, so thank you so much for your time. Thank you for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. And I would love it if you would join my little YouTube family if you have not already. And please give me a thumbs up and stick around for the pictures. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Say something